Hello, this is Warlord 12, and I need to talk about this whole situation with the new Avatar game that came out, Quest for Balance. See, I just talked about this in one of my other videos, right? I was talking about PlayStation's terrible new app that they have going on, or you know what I'm saying, their new update where you can rate video games, except the only problem is you can only rate video games that you own. Now I want to say this. See, this is a very good example here because I don't own Avatar: The Quest for Balance, but I still know that this game is a terrible game to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And here's some of the reviews so people could see like how this game is getting rated, right? For people that own the game. But it's just like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that this game is terrible. You have plenty of YouTube videos to look at this game, and you know it's bad. I'll give them credit. I'll give Nickelodeon credit for what they did with the creativity for the puzzle stuff. We're using their bending techniques and stuff like that. But other than that, I said this is just bad overall and terrible because this game also has the PS5 logo on it. You know what I'm saying? With graphics like this on the game, I'm gonna get to the graphics because it's to show you just how bad this really is. Now keep in mind the video game for Quest for Balance, it looks a whole lot more worse than this when you look more into like some of the videos for gameplay for this game. You know, this is just a couple of screenshots that I just took. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't just think like, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty bad when you go and look at some of the gameplay for this game. But other than that, when I was already talking about the whole rating system, how bad PlayStation's update is for their idea for this whole thing. It's just like, see this game right here. If I was allowed to put a rating on it without the PlayStation update, this game for me would have got a 3. I would have gave it a 3 out of 5, to be honest, because that's literally how bad this game is. So what I also want to talk to, I'm going to get to the graphics right now about, because when we think about PS5 graphics, right, you would think a game like Horizon Forbidden West, right, or PS5 graphics that are close to like Naruto Storm, or you know what I'm saying, close to the Avatar, you know, Western show. But see, why do I have this picture right here of Azula, right? I'm gonna get to Azula. See, you see this right here? When you think Avatar, you think choreography. This is the type of stuff people want to see in a video game and even an Avatar video game. I know people want to use an excuse like it's a child's cartoon, you know, it's Nickelodeon, but I'm like, people who grew up with the Avatar show, they're teenagers or they're grown up now, so there's no excuse for that. And anyway, when we talk about quality, I'm like, for an Avatar game, you can't do it dirty like that. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's Avatar, man. Like when you look at the graphics and martial arts techniques and stuff, you know, it's almost similar or close to like a game like Dragon Ball Z, something people would be hyped for. You would think they'd put in, you know, the graphics and the detail and, you know, the art direction and including the choreography in this game, but they didn't. The reason why I have Azula on here is because it's just to show you, for a really good Avatar game, you should have been able to unlock a character like Azula. What people want to do for an Avatar game is use characters like Zuko or Azula and jet around with their firebending techniques. You know what I'm saying? Flying with their firebending techniques and then like using lightning and stuff like that. You know, that's the type of stuff that people like us want to play when it comes to an Avatar game, especially on the PS5. This is what we should have got. You know what I'm saying? It's like expectation versus reality. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say this because there's no excuses for this. And other people are speaking up against this stuff too. It's just like, come on now. Like, you can't just, like, Avatar is a game you just can't do dirty when it comes to, the animations and quality and things like that. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Now, easily and obviously, the reason why I'm bringing up and how you can't just sit there and make this game, $50, or when we talk about, animation and quality, right? And then you have the nerve to put the PS5, put this as like a PS5 title, that, what I'm saying? It's kind of like putting salt in someone's wound. Because, what I'm saying? This game is $50, mind you. So, it's like you're really going to there's no way you can sit there and use excuses when you're making this game for $50. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm also going to go ahead and like show the price for this game, how it truly is $50. There's no cap on that. There's no joke on that. And I have to say this because, if I had a son or a daughter, you know, I would feel disappointed to even buy them this game. To be honest, I would feel I'd feel pretty bad as a father if I had to buy my child a game like this for $50. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the potential and what this game could have been. But you know what I'm saying? You're gonna slap on the $50 price like this, and the game's just not worth that. It really isn't, especially when you talk about, next gen graphics and next gen, gameplay and things like that, or next gen mechanics. I said, yo, there's no way you're gonna sit here and be like, yeah, we're gonna charge $50. Like, there's no way, man. But Nickelodeon, I hope you do better on this, or whoever made this game. I really hope you do better on this stuff, man. This is Warlord 12, and I'm out.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him